your host Jake, my girl Saria, my man Duke. We got an incredible lineup tonight. We got Kitsch, we got FatBoiz, we got Dusty Harrison, we got sports, boxing, music, clothing, we got everything. But before we get into the guests, I'm going to go ahead and throw it to my girl Ree for the Ree Report.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Ree, and every Monday I'll be sipping tea with the Ree Report. I'll be delivering all the hottest topics, the most current events, and you know what? I want to hear from you guys. Tweet me at the Ree Reports and give me your comments and your opinions about what we talk about tonight. I'm not always in the streets, so I would love to hear from you. So let's get right into the Ree Report. So with July 4th weekend just passing, I happen to see on my Instagram and my Facebook, all over my social network, how a lot of the guys that I'm friends with, they were in relationships during bun season. So since I got my fellas right here, I want to know, is it a such thing as bun season? Like, do you guys bun during the winter months? So you do?
Yes.
What do you mean?
What about you, Jake?
Like cuffing season? Like
Yeah, exactly. Cuffing season.
I mean, I haven't do this year, but I mean, I didn't plan it that way. But
Man,
it
I
happened.
faithfully.
It happened.
You faithfully do?
Yeah, now that I'm single.
Summertime, you drop them?
What?
Like bad habits?
What?
When the sundresses come out? I mean, I don't know.
Like, it's like, during the winter time, it's like, yeah, we can do it. So, you know, Christmas, holidays, you can't go to grandma's house with Sinead in there.
You might just stay home more during the winter too. So
Yeah, exactly.
You need somebody just.
So it's good to cuddle to keep you warm.
Yeah, but
And sometimes time to break out.
Man, what? You already know what time it is.
Another question I have about, you know, with it being the summertime is, when is it a good time to bring that special one around your family? Like, when is it a good time? Like, when do you know that she is to come around the family? And my main question is, you know, what if your mom's grandma is still cool with the baby mom or the ex? Do you warn the new girlfriend that, hey, she's gonna be there?
That never happens. I mean, in my situation, that never happens. Like, if she's cut off, mom cuts her off too. Like, she's not sending a text to my mom or anything, you know. So, I mean, I can't speak.
So when you cut her off, the family
Duke might.
Dude, what about you?
A little better than me.
I mean, they've been around for a minute, they always gonna be family. That's in grandma's eyes, though. But as far as when to bring them around, we can do that like it's going to the store. You feel what I'm saying? I mean,
It's no set time.
nah. You feel? Grandma gonna tell me what's up anyway.
That's what's up. Well, speaking about family, I do want to talk about the latest with the Bobby Christina situation. I don't know if y'all heard, but the photos were leaked of her on her deathbed.
Well, I heard they were shopping them originally. So someone that in
That's right.
that vicinity was shopping the photos. So who picked them up though?
I'm not sure, but TMZ has a few photos.
Oh, of course.
And they always get it first. And Bobby says he's gonna get down to the bottom of it.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah.
Duke, I know you have daughters. I mean, how would you feel? You know, you see internet photos of your daughter on her deathbed, knowing that she's getting ready to die.
Yeah, it's almost like, as soon as I got the message, I looked at the phone like, see, I'm checking camera angles. I'm saying, let me think back to who was there at what time, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, but there's probably so many people in and out of that. You gotta imagine how many people are
Right.
in and out of the hospital for it.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. Well, Bobby definitely says he's gonna get down to the bottom of it. That is his baby girl, and we wish her a quick recovery and wish her all the best. And now let's get into a lighter
I'm
note.
sorry for interrupting, but it's definitely his prerogative to get down to the bottom of that.
Wow!
You took it back, Jay.
I took it back.
His prerogative,
That's what I
though,
do.
man.
That's what I do. That's what I do best.
Wow!
Alright, well, speaking of family, we gotta give big ups to the Supreme Court decision about equal marriage for gay rights,
Right.
for them to get married.
It's about 15, 20 years overdue, probably, but that's good.
Yeah. You know, hey, you love who you want to love. You know, we're in 2015. You know, do you?
Right.
Do you, boo-boo? Do what makes you feel good. My only question is, who takes the last name? And I love my lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender community. I love y'all. But who takes the last name when it comes to doms and femmes? I would love to hear from my community about
That's
who
actually a
takes the
good
last name, or do you keep your own last name?
Or do they hyphenate it?
Even with the men.
Who's the man?
Who's on top, who's on bottom? Like, does that depend on who takes the last? Like, no, seriously. That's a good. I really want to know.
Yeah, I mean, it might be hyphenated.
It could be. You can always do
Like
that.
Smith, like Smith Johnson or something. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, because that's actually a really good question. I've never thought about that.
Yeah. I mean, hey, You know, whoever takes it. But you know, that's a wrap with the re-reports. Like I said, you can tweet your girl, Saria, at the re-report on Twitter. I'm gonna swing it back over here to my boy Jake. Jake, you can take it away, baby.
Kitsch of the day. We're going to take a quick break. Let's stick with us and we'll be back soon. Get into it. It's not only our first guest of the night, it's the first guest of the shop. We got Dusty Harrison in the building.
Okay.
Now, if you're not familiar with Dusty, he's a professional boxer. Now, originally, I just not even planned to interview you, and I was just gonna stand in front of that and like spar a little bit, but then you brought the boys with you, so I'm like, and they were.
I told him that
telling
wasn't a good idea, though.
Right.
I got some gloves in the car.
I mean, yeah. But anyway, go ahead and introduce yourself, man. I mean, I don't want to talk full time, so let's hear about it. Kind of just introduce yourself when you got into the sport, and, you know, and when you started taking it serious, and let's go from there.
To be honest, I had no choice but to take it serious. My dad started me off when I was 10 months old. I got videos of me shadow boxing. 2 years old, I got pictures of me hitting the bag. 8, I had my first amateur fight.
I heard that your dad was a very strict trainer. Like, he started you out early, being really strict, had you running, even when you didn't want to run. And
Yeah, the neighbors wanted to call Child Protective Services. I mean, I was 2 years old. He was making me work out as if I had a fight tomorrow. You can't have a legal fight till you're 8, so.
Well, it paid off. All that hard work. You
Did too much stuff.
Yeah. You think you did too much?
It's alright though.
Yeah, okay.
Now, break down a daily regimen. Like, so you wake up in the morning. What's your daily regimen?
I like to work out at night around the time that the fight is. So I do a lot of the stuff at night. I smash it all into one long workout. It's hard. I do conditioning, I spar, I run, I do everything around the time that I fight. It's better for me. I think it's easier for me.
Right.
Even the fighters that do work out in the morning, usually 2 to 3 weeks before they start working out at night and getting used to it. But I do it full time. But you know, I'm there. We usually have to hire a sparring partner to come in to make sure that I get the right amount. But I'm not eating too much. I'm eating healthy, cutting weight, so it's not too fun.
Right. Yeah.
I want to ask is Rosie Perez. How does that make you feel?
You'd be surprised. She knows more about boxing than almost
I heard. Yeah, I definitely heard that she was like
she's at every fight.
No doubt fan.
She's at every fight. She watches every fight. You'll see it on Twitter.
So, Dusty, I want to get a little personal. Are you currently in a relationship right now?
No.
No, you're single.
Yeah.
Well, he was seeing Rihanna, but that was over now.
Yeah, let her go.
Go back to signing with Rock Nation. How did that deal break down?
It was cool because they're new to the boxing. The Rock Nation Sports is not as new as they are to the boxing, but they're pretty new. So the first fight they did it up big. Rihanna was there, Jay-Z was there, Big Sean, Jake Gyllenhaal, CC Sabathia. I probably missed a bunch of them.
But does it make you? But do you find like winning titles, is that more of a motivator, or do you become a little bit complacent?
Nowadays in boxing, some people they don't admit it, but the belts just mean less and less.
Okay.
You know, they do. The rankings, although they're influenced by stuff that really don't mean too much. To be honest, I think there's one that has me too high, but they like me. I think there's one that doesn't have me high enough. They're not that fond of me. So it's all an opinion, but so the belts they mean less and less.
We touched on your training regimen earlier, but kind of talk about the environment that you train in, and
Yeah, so my dad owns a gym. It's called Old School Boxing. It's right at Rose Garden Racetrack in Fort Washington, and we got kids that are 6 years old. We got guys that come there in their 70s. We have women there, girls, boys, men, amateurs, professionals, people come just to work out.
Okay.
I think it's probably the most diverse gym in the area, maybe one of the most diverse I've ever seen. So I think it's great. A lot of people bring kids up there that get in trouble. Some bring up there that maybe are the most popular kids in school and they want to, somewhere where they can fit in. And we've never had a person feel
professional boxer. We'll spar next time. Just make sure you bring the gloves back. I'll
I said you guys gloves today. I mean,
but mine are home. They fit my name. Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break and come right back to the shop. Thanks. Incredible brand in the building today. Kitsch.
Thank you.
If you're not familiar with Kitsch, they are cut and sew, creative, collective group of guys. But I don't talk the entire time. Why don't you guys kind of introduce yourself? Kind of break down your individual roles. We'll kind of start with you.
Kitsch, .xxx, KITSCH. Running and gunning, military menswear, You can check us out. I'll pass it off to my partners, Maurice.
So my name is Maurice Andreas. I'm the creative director of Kitsch NYC. And basically my daily duties involve maintaining and developing the brand image as well as coming up with the designs for the clothes.
Right.
And I'm Justin Tyler. I'm the facilitator. Luke being more adept in fashion, where Drace is more adept in design. And it's allowed for a culmination to grow into something that you see today.
Right, it's just like a perfect melding of minds. Now we were discussing outside about brands and how do you guys differ from like just a T-shirt company? Like we spoke outside, people like try to start brands every day, but like where do you guys stand out? Like is it like knowing garments and just knowing?
I don't think it's necessarily about a T-shirt company. A T-shirt company can still have the same passion that we hold for everything that we make. But yeah, that's just where I think that we stand out. Is just our backgrounds really show that we care about what we're making, and everything that we do, we hold to the highest regard in terms of every single little detail, which everybody says, but that's really what we care about.
Okay.
Dreas can talk about, how much he loves art and just drawing these pieces, and I can talk about how much I love sewing these pieces and just, getting these creations made, but we just really have a bigger purpose in our mind for what.
Who's the weirdest?
The weirdest.
That's Justin. No, that's Dreas. That's unclear. Maurice is definitely.
I don't know, Justin's pretty weird too.
Equally.
I say I'm pretty weird, so we all be weird.
I don't know. We all like hentai, so it's like.
Well, it's cool. I mean,
Justin's weird. If I'm over here, I'm just like, I like the style, but it's like, all right.
Did you guys, before you guys started Kitsch, did you guys all know each other? Were you guys like friends before this? So how did you guys stumble upon each other?
Oh, what?
So you guys don't
It's just a family. Yeah, no, we always together. We always not together. It's always just happening.
It's just smarter, idealistically, for brands to make sure that you understand the separation.
So are you guys always working? Do you guys ever
Always.
meet
It's
downtime?
every single
Like
day.
you guys hang out together?
Yeah, I mean.
Every time we talk, there's something that needs to be done at the end of it.
You start to realize, even with friendship, it's when you're in the process of building a business, even the casual conversation of, what's up, man, what you up to? It's just like, all right, what'd you work on today? It's the real, yeah, that's what it breaks down to a lot of the time. So it's,
Amen.
you keep that separation sometimes, but for the most part, it's all we think about is work.
Good.
Just one last question. Any artist that you guys can collectively say or individually say that you would love to see rock your clothing, like off the top of your head, like who you would be like, damn.
Right, not even just an artist, but anybody.
But just anybody actor.
Jared
Leto.
Kendrick Lamar.
Oh.
Yeah, they had him lined up like.
I know, yeah.
They've thought about this before. Man, we really appreciate having you guys on, man, and
Yeah.
best of luck, all upcoming success, and can't wait for the new collection. So
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
appreciate you. It's a bit.
Y'all want to take a smoke break?
Guest of the night, huge fan of actually this group, Jake Sinatra, Darren Hannibal, FatBoiz.
Yeah.
Welcome. Really appreciate you guys being on the show. Now I want to start just kind of walk us through. We always do this. I feel like I ask the same questions. Kind of walk us through how it came together. I'm sure you've answered this, but you haven't answered it for us yet. So how the group came together?
Alright, well basically I was recording the Basshead studio and my man Darren was there all the motherfucking time. So we just started cooking up songs and then we was like, yeah, we about to form a group instead of just being solo rappers, and then we just formed the FatBoiz.
How do you break down the collaborative process, being two individual artists? How you like what is that like being in the studio together and bouncing ideas off of each other?
I mean, it's like a learned chemistry, like, like in the NBA, like when a new team get put together, like you might have some like great ass players and shit, but
they not gelling. So like when we even like first went into this, cause we had a friend of ours, a mutual friend, we didn't really know each other, that always suggested that we should link up.
Shout out Julio the Flair.
Shout out Julio.
Send us
I called him. He's the craziest. This kid is 17 years old from North Carolina. He just graduated high school this summer. He's already got like Chief Keef and like a bunch of people on his list, but he liked what we do, so he flies in. And I FaceTimed him in the studio right after we got off the phone with Chris Styles. And I was like, bro, I need a baseball beat. And he was like, I actually just made one. And I was like, what do you? He sent that joint, and it was the Bryce Harper joint. We like. For real, when talking with Chris Styles and Jake, we had projected like all this stuff with Bryce Harper to take like 3-4 months. You know what I'm saying? Like really hard pushing a single. We dropped that joint, and like in a week, everything just went way up. Like, and it was crazy because like, all right, so we dropped the song. My great grandmother passed in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the road. My phone was fucked up, so I couldn't get no like updates on anything. So it's an 18-hour drive. The song went out for 2 days. I landed in Louisiana. I just get endless texts like, bro, do you see this? Do you see this? It's on the news. It's on the Washington Post. It's on Comcast Sports Network. Like, lady on the news is talking about it. It just was going crazy, and it was just like, damn, like, we didn't think that.
So it reached multiple markets.
Comment, Jay. I mean, do you listen to Frank Sinatra? Have you ever listened to a record?
Yeah, I've definitely listened to Frank Sinatra. It's for my name, I didn't really necessarily think about it in a way to where I wanted to relate to him. I knew it would, but it was just like my last name. It's a way deeper story than I'm about to take it, but it's like I don't like my last name type shit, and I wanted something that was way classier than the FatBoiz shit that I got.
Alright, my question is like, so it was more like, so who came up with the chant? Like when the beat was on in the lab, and it's like.
We just come up with it together. It's not really like
I can't for that song.
For that song, for every song. Like I don't think we can. I can't.
Somebody had
a moment.
You know what I'm saying? Like
we're both doing it at the same time.
Like, and then like I'm Bryce Harper. We didn't really say anything until we're like just like I'm Bryce Harper, and that's just it. And then we're just like we gotta come up with this shit, and it's like that's what we ran with it. We were just bouncing ideas back and forth off each other until kind of just came up. Notorious, that was definitely like down low dirty. Like fucking around, trapping like real hard. Right. I'm something sorry, but this shit way better than how it was before. Yeah. Just now.
Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, we really appreciate having you guys on here. You know, I'm glad you guys came together for like collab. Rap game is missing duos, and you know, so
drop the
exclusive. Can't we the exclusive too.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we talked about Asian women and.
Yeah. And we got a ton. No, we ain't talking about good. No, we got a ton of shows coming up July 12th at Live with Our Future and Bizarre from B12. Then we got August 8th at the Howard Theater with Barney Young Things. And a ton of other shit.
We're on the Cool World Order Tour.
Yeah,
there's a few shows, one in July, one in August. We got some other shit going on too. We're just about to turn out, man. You gonna see us
and that's what's up.
They want to go to the tip. Fuck up with future becomes. I see my future right now. I see my future that comes.
Drop that shit straight out of commas. Buying new house for my mom. Eating shit my baby hummus. Stacking up all of my commas.
I bet you see that I know. Nigga, she is a pastor. Oh, she what? Me and the lock. The oh, she go through my commissary.
I just said my pops a commissary. Shout out my daddy, he locked up. All of my niggas, they locked up.
I feel like Biggie, I don't really want to get too popped up. So me and my mans, we ride around too glopped up.
Too glopped up. Got a chopper, don't get shot up. On the double pump in the back, boy, 2 shots. What you might pop one.
So like, OG back door. So like, what does a homie go?
Pull up, we hop up with choppers. Hey, you got a problem with us, we at your noggin. Hey.
And then the shot, it sound like Waka Flocka. Oh, we go judge like Gucci, swear we be so Gucci.
I feel like I'm Gucci, man. I got the yellow diamonds. I got a yellow bitch like Rihanna from the islands.
Oh, that's just Cindy. Cindy got the chemistry. Still feel like Gucci, man. We cookin' with the chemistry.
Got the chemistry all day and night, all night. We in the kitchen like we Walter White. All right.
Walter White might be Breaking Bad. But she
taking.
Ooh. She take a trip, and she need that passport stuff. She bout to take a trip. Oh yeah, that much naked bitch.
I can't even passport, but I want to be. I'm still on probation for a month, can't leave the country.